sometimes we don't see what's happening before our eyes. What a corporation can do to air, water, landscape, the truth, or to the health and safety of its customers is far more constrained than it was a mere decade ago. Ralph Nader didn't bring this regulation. The trend brought Ralph Nader. On reform of the corporation, there is a good deal less discussion, especially in the United States. It's an article of the Free Enterprise Faith, the General Motors, and UGE are the final work of man and God. Other things can be perfected, but these are perfect. A divine hand guided not only the churchly glows, but also the profane and secular Harold McMeehan. Putting representatives of labor, minorities, women, the public on boards of directors, one remedy that is discussed doesn't appeal to me. The boards we've seen are without power, and so accordingly will be the people, however good they are, who are put on the boards. It would be better, I think, to abolish boards of directors in the large firms now that they have no function, and they could then be replaced by what we might call a board of public auditors, which would keep out of management decisions, but would ensure the enforcement of public laws and regulations, report on matters of public interest, otherwise keep the management honest, and it would also ratify changes in the top command, and in the event of failure, order such changes. You will ask then who would represent the stockholder. The answer is that no one does now. The shareholder in the big corporation is without power and without function, and we have to conclude that he or she is also obsolete. I would pay such stockholders off in bonds, have the dividends and capital gains then accrue to the public. This, you will say, is socialism, and that may well be so. But it is socialism because the great corporation, as it develops, takes power away from the owners and away from their representatives, and therefore it socializes itself. It also socializes itself in another and more specific way. If a corporation is large enough, it can no longer be allowed to fail and go out of business. The recent history of Lockheed, Rolls-Royce, Penn Central, Krupp, British Leyland, the big Wall Street brokerage houses, all affirms the point. All have had to be rescued by government, one way or another. Socialism, as and when it comes to the United States, will not be the work of politicians or professors. The real work will be done, is being done, by the corporation executives. On this, too, Howard Small, Howie of UGE, has also spoken.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is time to seek new areas of cooperation between government and industry. I am proud to announce such a step for UGE today. In keeping with the rest of the airline industry, UGER has been caught between rising costs and stable passenger revenues. Problems, I need not tell you, that are not of its own making. As you know, we proposed a government takeover of the line. Instead, in a constructive step, Washington has promised an increase in the airmail subsidy and an equally constructive support to our short-term debt refinancing and a similarly constructive guarantee of our new equipment bonds. This is the kind of constructive cooperation between government and industry that we should all welcome in a free society. It is our best guarantee against the march of socialism. Thank you.
We see that socialism, too, has entered the age of uncertainty. It could be one thing for UGE something else for the average citizen or the poor.
24 hours a day.